immediately.
Brown cow.
Oh, okay. I thought that it put me on the rusty helmet when I switched to the golden one. Okay, so it should be recording now. So, I passed out in the middle of watching YouTube, and I awoke to things thankfully having automatically shut off. But I could tell, due to my positioning, that I just randomly fell asleep. And when I woke up and turned on my Xbox, I've noticed that all the brightness is lower. In the games, it's slightly lower to significantly lower. And in the menus and stuff, like when I press the Xbox button, does that button actually have a name? I'm just gonna forever call it the Xbox button, but that doesn't sound right to me. I guess the menu button, I should call it that. Yeah, all of it is really, really low in brightness. It's very dark. I was playing Far Cry 3, finishing up outposts and stuff, and when I was going into caves and dark spaces, I couldn't see a single thing. I had to turn up the in-game brightness. I checked my TV. My TV's brightness, it's still on normal, which it always was. It has 5 options: darker, dark, normal, bright, brightest, brighter. Yeah, that's fine. So, from my knowledge, I've just turned things on and they're darker. I don't know what the deal is, but it's quite annoying, and I hope it resolves somehow, some way. Anyway, I intend to use probably nothing but the Messer today, as a day or two ago, I got a vicious smackdown by someone with a longsword in duels while I was using my maul, and it was one of those people that I just was not sure how I could get a hit in. They were just that ascended, not making any mistakes, and they were using the longsword. Now, the longsword versus the maul is quite a sad matchup, because it is fast enough to where it reduces my options. If I try a feint and the person goes for their first counter, even if I try to excel it, chances are I'm also a default on the first switch. Life is a funny thing. Where even if I excel it, do I want to be a vanguard with the Messer or a knight with the Messer? Probably a knight with the Messer. Yes, even if I excel the feint, that first attack is still gonna fly, so to be quite honest with you, I wasn't sure how I could hit that person. And because of that beatdown, I have decided to switch to the Messer when I respawn, because immediately I've been turned into a default. Incredible. All that time I spent customizing these characters and spending gold just to be conned. Now, I'm wondering, one thing I can assume as to why my gamma is all weird now is maybe HDR got activated. Now, HDR is something that I actually refuse to turn on in games and on this TV and stuff. Since I'm on the Series X, it gives me that option, and the TV that I use is compatible. But when I last turned on HDR, it asks you to calibrate some settings and stuff, and I opted not to. Oh, he just...
Suits me.
You hear that? Who's the female peasant? No? What's it called? Yeah, I decided to not use the HDR. Oh, I thought that guy was gonna hit me. Because the benefit wasn't enough. And what it did do the most of was it lowered my brightness a lot and made things kind of gray and washed out. Of course, it's probably because I didn't calibrate it correctly, but I figured it'd be easier just to leave things as is. Things already look good enough to me. I'm not a stickler for graphics. Rip bozo. Ouch. Where's my thing? There it is. In a weird way, I'm hoping that I have to disconnect or something or go back to the lobby so I can get my customization back, because I'd rather not be a dirty default, but there's some nice players in this lobby. I'd hate to leave. But every time I do get into a nice lobby, it gives me a reason. But yeah, I notice everything is significantly darker. So, if On a map like Dark Forest, I complain about not seeing things. You'll just have to take my word for it. Because this is really bad. I mean, let me see if I can't just fix it by raising the TV brightness right now. That's the wrong button on the remote. Picture settings. TV brightness. Let's just go bright for now. Let's see how that works for me. I mean, the menu and stuff, the Xbox menu, it's still extremely dark. Sneezing coming. What? What? Forgive me. Oh, not too long ago. Get away from me with that. Oh. Still in recovery, eh? Okay. There might be a couple more sneezes coming in. Oh my god. I'm a mess right now. Can't see anything. Better start sneezing. A bunch. Oh boy. Another one incoming. God. Very hyperactive.
The enemy has completely robbed an area of loot!
There's some gamers on this enemy team. This looks like your standard match of Coxville here. It is 8 o'clock. I tried to make a point to get on at almost exactly 8 o'clock. I don't know how long I want to be on, though. I was thinking like 2 full map rotations and chilling on some duels or free-for-alls, but we'll see. I was looking for Dr. Teal's family of products to test out. At Rite Aid, I did find it, but it wasn't the melatonin. The thing that helps you fall asleep is the melatonin, and that was not in what I found. I was not able to block when that guy hit me. I don't know if that was the Rapace bug or he really gets 2 free hits. I doubt it was 2 free hits, though. Yeah, I found a shampoo, which obviously I can't... That doesn't help. And a body lotion, and unfortunately the body lotion was not to help you go to sleep. It was just a regular old body lotion from whoever Dr. Teal is. So I'm gonna have to look elsewhere for this. This knockout serum is what I've been calling it. That's what it sounds like. Might have to just order it off Amazon or something. Now my nose is running great. It is getting chilly outside, so... Oh, what a save. Where did you come from? Oh my god, I sound like a Skyrim NPC. Where'd you come from? Never should have come here. There's a lot of things from video games that I say subconsciously. They're just ingrained in my brain. Ouch. Wow. The disrespect while I'm using such a kingly weapon, such a knightly weapon. There's a sick joke in the fact that the Messer's base attacks deal more stamina drain than the Maul's. That's the idea of the title, by the way, because, you know, 5 more damage on base slashes, 10 more damage on base overheads. It's all a sick joke. I didn't realize people just gambled when you use the Messer. People are just letting me hit them for 110 damage, just like that. Oh, excuse me.
Bugger all! This is bollocks!
Oh my god. Has all of that been team damage? So sorry, sir. Oh, there is a mason right there. This would be a coxswain match. At least it's over. What's this? A new pop-up from that stupid app. I should mention that this app that I often complain about, I realize I'm very obscure about it. So I have Twitch pulled up on my phone as I record these through a broadcast, but really I do this to upload them to YouTube. And I have this cleaning app, you know, one of those apps that like cleans unused files and stuff so your phone storage is better, because I don't have an SD card. I separate these streams usually into 2 bits for YouTube because I don't have the space to upload them in one thing. Like, if it's beyond 3 hours and like 30 minutes, I probably don't have the storage for it. And that's what the app is for. But for some reason, this app, every time it pops up a notification, it closes the Twitch app on my phone. What? You know, actually, that has happened. Back when the map was bugged, quote-unquote, you could lose with 1 or 2 people still alive, which is just hilarious. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's still a thing. Oh yeah, let me not forget that I am reverted to a default, so I must switch to a messer every time I respawn on a map. What was I saying? Yeah, whenever that app gives me a notification, it closes the Twitch app, which I then have to bring back up on my phone. So that's what I'm complaining about when I mentioned some hidden app that keeps bothering me. I think what's worse than just being reverted to a default regarding the skins is you reverts all your loadouts as well to the default. So every time you respawn, you're going to be the first respawn of the match, you're going to be this footman with a halberd. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure the reason my stuff is all dark now is because of HDR. I'm almost positive that's what it is, because I noticed the colors are very saturated. The colors are popping out right now. Wow.
That's enough.
I noticed the blue on the armor. My God, is really highlighted. Hello. I think this dude just gambles. Yeah. Okay, I've had enough of teammates hitting me.
It is a hard no. Not happening.
Yeah, I don't know why HDR would randomly turn on without my consent. They make a point that it's up to you if you want to activate it, but I'm gonna have to turn it off when I'm done with all this, because I don't like how dark everything is. I like being able to see. Please acknowledge the person behind you. How weird. Okay, this lobby is full of weird confrontations.
Up and at him. No time to rest.
Fine. Get your hands up.
I was wondering if that was a mason that I saw. So sorry, mutton. I've had mutton once in my life. It was pretty good. A little chewy, but a lot of flavor. Cloud Chaser Kyle. I really like that name. I also really like the heavy mace. A very fine weapon. I bet seeing me use this thing. Marcus Gruber, that's a character from the game Vermintide. Very nice. That was perfect. I'm gonna get health if I can. If teammates don't kill me here. Or an arrow doesn't finish me off, as the Chivalry 2 experience is.
Won't work.
Hold on. Nice. What level is Flying Cum Shot now? 580, wow. I'm going to assume he is the 3rd highest level player in the game. 2nd highest being Typer. 1st highest being someone we will not name. Because I didn't be hidden. Ooh, nice heavy. That patience. What's up? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. No. Yes. Yeah, that was a pretty good run with the heavy mace. 8? Doubt. That felt like more than 8. I'm kidding. The game does not lie. It just freezes your Xbox, forcing you to unplug it. I heard Battlefield 2042 is turning off Xboxes, Xbox Series X's at least, and my friend, who is a Battlefield fanatic, is playing Battlefield quite a lot, and he was mentioning that it's buggier than Shiv, and I was like, that's literally not possible unless it shut off your Xbox. And he said, yes, of course it shut off my Xbox, Steve. Is he chasing me? Someone else is. Oh, don't shoot me to death. Well, he didn't shoot me to death. Oh, how shocking. No. To my knowledge, it doesn't. I run everything through an Xbox, through the Xbox on my phone. I have no laptop or computer. And the only Twitch overlay is just something that tells you how many people are watching, if your microphone is on, or if your camera is on, and how long you've been on. And you can put it in the right or left side of the screen and, you know, the center, top, or bottom. I usually have mine in the bottom right, and that's the extent of the overlay. Wow, I think what happened right there is that guy, he did his special attack, but he hit the barricade. And that saved me. Should really be doing some of these overheads in first person. Wow, that dude was really going to gamble in this huge crowd of people. This dude ducked, he goes for big numbers, huh? Oh, what a shameful miss. Interesting. Ow, why me? Why? There's so many people. Yeah, those specials I definitely have to switch to first person to hit. Because that angle they come from is just strange. The Messer and the Greatsword special. One of my favorites though. It's very hidden. Look at this wind up. Yeah, the colors popping out is nice, but I don't care about the visuals that much when it messes up with brightness.
They have only 30 troops left.
Ow, shoot. Perfect. Ow, come on. Don't be a cock blocker.
Only 20 Mason troops
I got my man, that's
remain.
all that matters. Shoot me. I will counter it. Yeah! I don't care. I countered the first
They are
shot.
down to 10 troops left.
Inhuman reactions. Not at all against.
I'll have your tongue. Keep that mouth shut. You're a talker. Keep talking. Keep that mouth shut. Shut that mouth before I make it my pissing. Only 5 masons remain. We are victorious.
That's probably the 3rd or 4th time I've actually countered an arrow. That's the first time I've done it intentionally. Feels great. You know what else is going to feel great? Using the messer this entire time. Again, I'm using this because of that thrashing I was given a day or so ago. I needed an excuse. Of course, you don't need any excuse. Use what you want when you want. You paid for the game. It's just, in any game, when it comes to meta, I try my hardest to avoid it because I feel terribly guilty using it. But there comes a point where you just have to let go. Just don't care. It doesn't matter.
What is even happening?
Excuse me. The way the blue is popping is really cool, though. But see this? That guy that's in the shadows, the archer to the right, I can barely see him. The darkness is just too much. This is horrible. Oh god. This is really bad. Okay. It's not like I'm playing with my eyes closed, but this is just annoying, I guess. What a gamble. Can I get that falchion? It's another curved weapon I can turn my brain off with. Of course, if I see a messer, I'll try to remember to snatch it off the ground.
I'm setting best vibes right now.
Oh. Alright. What the hell happened here? It's like an effigy. Let me check. Is this a case of everyone switching to the Mason order? I do have to check, I realize, in some of these maps. Mixed bag. Shame about the speeches. You'll never hear them again. I think I'm gonna have to take time out of one of these days to record the Warding Glade and Lion's Fire speeches to upload them. Since now it's gonna be a piece of history. Only OGs remember the speeches. Wow, what a nice feint. That was really good. I did a 180 on that guy and he reacted. Oh man, this map is really bad now with this brightness. I know I complain about a lot of things like audio, but this is just an unforeseen problem. I think the Molten Vinegar speech is actually tailored. I think all the speeches are tailored, actually. I don't think we hear the same speeches. Ow. Oh, dude, people are so dark. This is just uncomfortable. Oh my god, this is really weird.
No way.
Dude. Everyone is really dark. I'm sure you can't see a difference on the screen here, because I imagine whatever changed only affects me and the TV and not what's being recorded. That should all look the same, but dudes are just really dark right now, the Masons. If they're wearing cloth or nothing that reflects, I'm having a hard time. Please don't jab me. I saw that archer, but I figured if I hit that guy, I'll probably just end up getting murked. By 18 naked masons. What's this guy doing? There's someone behind me still. Oh, don't shoot, man. That's 2 crossbows looking at me. I mean, can you name me a scarier sight?
Bullets!
No one at the objective, that's
Takes
right.
more than that to keep me down.
Here under this bridge, I can barely see anyone. Excuse me. My throat feels oddly scratchy. I swear I haven't been screaming prior to this. When in doubt, just hold block. No shame.
Shite.
That spinning was my anti-archer technique. Spinning in this game certainly has purpose. Besides creating an angry Reddit post about PC players spinning.
The Mason caravan has reached the gate. Fall back to the gatehouse.
Seems the main topic of discussion now is team switching and crossplay. People who want to play with crossplay off. I'm kind of hoping that the people talking about crossplay off are PS4 and Xbox One and not PS5 and Xbox Series, because I think the next-gen consoles have a very good time on this game, but the old ones, yeah, it's kind of a shame. Who hit me in the back? Oh. I'm going to try to say absolutely nothing about the audio problems in this game today. That is going to be the last time you hear me mention audio. For the 4 hours I'll probably be on this. If I say the word audio again, it will be related to something else, like, I don't know, OST I heard. He'll get knocked off, right? Yeah. Nice. That guy got the shakes after seeing that. Oh, man. I wish people would lower the ramp when I sit on that thing. What's up? Chase me down here. You wouldn't. Buffoon. Also a buffoon. Like I said. Also a buffoon. They don't have that, actually. Okay. What a good hold. So if your weapons can't cleave your teammates, how did I just hit 2 people there in 1 hit? 2 teammates in 1 hit. Why is it bipolar like that sometimes? Oh my goodness. Perfect. Oh, what a save. Yeah, there's at least 2 really good dudes with 2-handed spears right now. That's gonna be a potential nightmare to deal with. Okay, he burned it up behind me, good. Nice hold. Again, I hit a wall. Should have stabbed for 40 damage. It's nice seeing this gatehouse held. And now Nico is scratching at the door, so I have to open it for him. Just so he can walk back in here a couple minutes later. And then I have to get back in bed. Wow. God, again, here's me looking at things that don't exist. Because of... I won't say it. Things. Because of things. Hello. Nice overhead. They're taking it with, what, 4 people? That is a lot of savages in the Mason team. I won't accuse anyone of anything, but it certainly doesn't seem like it's stacked in Agatha's favor in terms of levels, but we are giving them a good hold. Maybe they can get some diminishing returns on the push the cart stage. Get out of my way, dude, please. That was the Zoro, too. Or am I thinking of the Zohan? One of those two. No. I will push you off this thing. How did you not hit the wall? Yeah, I need liquid. I do have a cup of orange juice. Because I am feeling really scratchy and I'm not sure why. Off my castle walls. Yeah, if we keep that up, I mean, he'll lose the stamina battle. I think we're actually going to win it here. What a beautiful sight to see Agatha defend this gatehouse. Oh man, the messer. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. Just getting to run into crowds and just slash away, it's nice. I don't think they can take it in this amount of time. Even though the gatehouse can get taken very fast, I think it's too late. Oh yeah, it's definitely too late. Nice patience. GG, well played. Very well played. You know, nice to see a Dark Forest win, because look at those Masons. That's a lot of crazy good players. Sleep Jeans is level 32. Wow, he's really good. No, this game's his first rodeo. And if it is, it's even more impressive. Good win. Good team. They even had more kills than us. Yeah, I don't know if this OJ will help my scratchy throat, but it's gotta be something. Gotta be worth something.
Escape from Fallmire.
Excuse me. Every base attack from the Messer is objectively better than the Maul's. It has better slash damage, better base slash damage, better base overheads, and better base stabs. Its heavy is where they become different, and the maul is slightly better. Ironically, though, heavy slashes between the Messer and the maul, same damage. Heavy overheads, same damage. Heavy stabs, Messer does more. It's only against footmen and knights that the maul does more. Crazy, man. Why can't the maul just do like 150 on a heavy overhead to knights? Oh, wow. What? I'm shocked he was still alive. Who said flay them alive? It sounded like they came from my right, but then I looked right, and then I only heard them from my left. I won't say it. I won't say the word.
Keep it up! We've liberated half of the prisoners!
I refuse to say it. Don't say it. Don't even open that effing mouth. How many people have I dismembered, by the way? Oh my god. I would like to run to the petards if the team can manage this. Oh, they don't even realize I'm right here. Oh, that clueless dude's body. They don't even realize I'm here. Ouch. Okay, if no teammates break it in time, I'm gonna try to run to the petards constantly. The team should be able to do that. It's only like 2 or 3 hits. I've successfully done this about twice now. One time I even completely got us through the petard phase before any resistance showed up. So now that it's super low, you just run for the petards.
Well fought, my brothers.
Of course,
all of those prisoners have
pretty
been
much here
liberated.
on schedule, so probably we'll find some resistance, but
Reach the gate
I've
so
had
that we
worse
may enter
runs.
the village.
Maybe if they don't see me way in the distance and no one immediately goes to the right, I can get a cheeky plant. We'll see. Kinda doubt it, because you move very slow with the petard. Yeah, that guy. Maybe if he does a tackle? Dummy. Ah, there's still all these dudes though, no chance. Yeah, I'll just fight him.
I will. Are you stupid shite?
I was wondering when the axe was going to get thrown. I thought I saw him fighting someone, or am I stupid? There was someone over there. A lot of bear traps I've noticed, which means a lot of engineers, because no one's playing the skirmisher. What's wrong with you? How shocking. Ow. Wow. Nice to see someone on the pickaxe. That's helpful for the next stage.
Find the car. No, open the gate.
I wonder how many people I see on the field of battle who are affected by the default glitch. So there are at least 3 engineers. There's one. Oh my god, dude. What's up? What are you gonna do? Could have made that a heavy. I don't think it would have killed him though.
That hurt.
Nice shot. Okay, I'm just gonna fight them off right here and pray that the team is actually coming over here with the cards in their hands. Okay, good.
The gates have almost fallen!
Oh, yes.
The gate is down! Move into
What
the village!
kind of weird maneuver was that?
Release the prisoners from their
Nice kick.
cages!
Last thing I was expecting was a kick from that dude. He freaking... What was that? Was that a riposte special or was that something else? I'm gonna be honest, I'm barely lucid right now. Did you just pop up? Shoot me. You missed. How long do you think these dudes would chase me?
Takes 3 or 4 of us to keep me from getting bored.
I love fighting up here. Dude, this dude's been killed twice now by pulling up his inventory. I love fighting up top of these roofs. Just not being able to hit anyone is a really gratifying experience.
There are only a few captives left!
Yeah, I wonder, since the chase mechanic is broken, how long someone would actually chase you until they gave up, since they can't catch you if you're in front of them. Looks like the team's about to get it. I think I can just wait here, yep. Please don't shoot me. Oh my god, dude. Is that 2 crossbows? What is this, a sick joke?
Take the breach! We must cross into the keep!
Look at him. Look at him. Nice turn. What's this? Another link. I hope it's not another link to a 2042 video. I saw what you did. I know your crimes. Is he using a pitchfork? He is. I almost feel bad ending his life. He's probably just trying to provide for those that matter.
Fight lying on your back.
No more.
Not good!
Dude, how many times does this dude get himself killed by pulling up his barricade / bear trap? It's too funny. Really? At least we got it.
They never stood a chance.
I would like to make my run nice and early, but it's like they're waiting for me. Look at them. Ouch. Shoot me. You missed.
Reach the gate, either by force or from the gatehouse.
Hit me in the neck again, duck. Get away from me. Oh, the messer. What a nice weapon. It's always been a nice weapon. Too nice. That's its problem. I can't see this dude. Yeah, this staircase, with its lack of lighting, I can't see him with the brightness problems. I had no idea he was going for a kick. Has this dude Steve played once? I've seen him AFK twice now at spawn. Okay, he is occasionally popping back in. I was gonna say, we gotta bring honor to the name Steve. My name is not Steve, by the way. Pizza Steve is a cartoon character from Uncle Grandpa. Cartoon Network cartoon. Pizza Steve is a talking slice of pizza with shades.
Enter the keep.
I don't know who voices him, but he does a good job.
We must free our
The cartoon
champion.
is also very good.
Use the crank
Don't
to
let anyone
open
tell you
his
otherwise.
cage.
Anything negative spoken about Uncle Grandpa, it comes from blasphemy and ignorance. And racism, bigotry, homophobia, sexism, misogyny. Anything negative you can think that would be associated with a human being. That's Uncle Grandpa slander. Are you kidding me? Are you? Wow. 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 That's all I'm gonna say there. Wow. Why was he crouched right here? Was he seriously lying in wait for me? Was he even looking in my direction? Because again, I could barely see him because it was pretty dark right there. Yeah, I could help these two dudes here, but, you know, I could free the champion as well. What's going on here? Did you take over the role of Archer on the rooftop there? Don't let him hit me. Okay, good. Oh my god. You fool. Should have shown more respect. Why did you turn? Thankfully, he's out because that guy was clueless.
Well done. We have
Alright, it's not a level 12
Thor.
that's Thorn this time, right? It's Duct again. My god, Duct really goes for the high numbers. Alright, he's
Thorn to safety.
proved me wrong once. I will not badmouth him.
On your feet.
Give him his spears.
Straight on. They've got our champion until he is out of harm's way.
The lighting here is really nice. Don't be a cockblocker. Let me just massacre this Archer. That's what, the 5th person I've dismembered? Wow, the messer, man. What kind of gamble? Dude gets stabbed twice in his reaction. Just randomly swing. That's so weird. Alright, people should know what they're doing. I will keep faith. I assume those cabbages are to help the man of the day. Ow. What is getting thrown at me? Christ. Perfection. Speaking of throw, yeah, I gotta remember. I can get more of them. Ouch. Don't shoot me to death, please. I've had enough. You can tell I'm really turning into a Chivalry 2 player with my constant backtalk of getting killed by archers.
I cannot.
Okay. Enough of that. I lowered the barrels. He's been distracting them by keeping them there. man, it is so easy to turn off your brain with this thing. I am just pressing right trigger and succeeding. It's nice. Feels good. Does put a smile on my face. He doesn't have his trademark spear. Morale's probably low right now. People in tech set are probably just talking about giving him his spear. What?
That hurt!
He could go, honestly, with this big push we've made. Yeah, look at how wide open that is. I think maybe he was distracted with someone upstairs, but I think that was an opening good enough to run.
He must make it out of here.
Again, I will hold my tongue. This dude's already proven me wrong once. In what is possibly the craziest way imaginable. Look at that positioning. Wow. Isn't that a beauty? Okay, now they've reclaimed their ground. Oh, please. Why? He is completely surrounded right now. Looks like the whole team got cleared out, or they're dealing with stuff by the stairs. I think his best bet is to get all of his health back at this resupply box up here. Then we have to clear it real quick because we're running out of time. Looks like that's exactly what he's doing good. Thank you, sir. Oh my god, why? Why am I such a victim? I hate being a victim. Alright, this is a repeat of last time, but he is getting all of his health back. Watch out. Get that dude off of him. He's really hard to kill when he's got all that health. This is it.
This is bad.
Those dudes by the steps aren't too much of a threat. It's the dudes waiting right there, where the barrels once were. Those guys are the problem.
Let's go! Follow me!
Oh yeah, that should be game. That's game. Cry about it. No, it's not gonna end though, because he's at full health. Take it as a victory lap. What is this dude doing? There it is. Very nice.
For the blue and gold! Let's go, you!
Alright. It's already been almost an hour. How is that possible? I feel like I've maybe whipped out 5 sentences, and I look at the time, 54 minutes. What the heck? This game does something to time. Or maybe it's the messer. Maybe it's warping my perception of reality. With its power. With its genre-defining strength. Oh, excuse me. I wonder how those statues were made back then. Those extravagant architectures. Obviously, everything was much harder back then, but there's some things that I'm just wondering, how was it even possible? Because now we can make, you know, casts and 3D blueprints and stuff, but they didn't have access to that stuff, so it was just pure ingenuity to make things that look that perfect.
Stop those battering rams!
It seems unreal to me. Oh yeah. Nice heavy. Nice stab. Why, man? You had a year and a half to change your direction. Stop recording a clip and pick me up.
Whew, just in time.
Give me this
About to
dang
die, I
axe.
think.
Oh my god. Just shoot me in the back already. Get it over with.
Make it stop!
What was that? AOC, Florida? Oh. Holy hell, this dude's just going crazy.
A mess.
That dude is having no patience for anything. He is just immediately swinging.
Won't work. I'm out. Won't work. That really hurt.
I haven't died. Wow. I survived the beach fight. I rarely even participate in the beach fight. Wow, someone else does this as well? I don't know why this is just the thing I do. Crouching under a ballista. I just feel obligated to do it. At times.
Ow! Dreadful!
I'm out.
Shouldn't be chasing them deep into their spawn. Just get you instantly killed. What's going on here? This is a full lobby. Is our catapult game just too strong or something? Don't know if I've healed, but whatever. Oh yeah, how could I forget my spike trap? Huzzah. They just spawned there. I got a blast. Oh, wow. I was quite proud of that drag as well. What's up with the dudes randomly gambling after I hit them?
Stop the arrows! Counting
Not even after heavies or something. I just hit them and their reaction is to swing back. Shoot me again. He tried to. I'm gonna throw a bandage kit and knock you out with surgery. How much damage is this switch right there? Not bad. Granted, that is versus a knight. That's maximum damage. What in God's green earth is that chivalry medieval warfare abomination doing?
You left a mark!
Stop
I
it.
really mustn't.
That's right. Know your place. Away from me. I said away from me. I'll go away from you. What is this dude doing? What is... What's up? You fool. Is this that weirdo? Oh my god, look at him go. Oh, the streak. It's gonna get ended just like that. No.
My mum's making.
Oh my god, I got guard broke by that oil pot. Three supply boxes on the left. I stutter so much, and it's because I talk really fast. Clearly, I can't handle it.
Won't work. You left a mark. Hello, my lord. Don't. I must not give up. I've got no. Ooh, absolutely curtains. Your performance at a very, very high level.
Pretty good. How am I doing? Executioner's Act is how I'm doing. Excuse me, sir. Ow. God. Ow. Oh, are you serious? I think that person tried to kill me as well. I mean, these dudes take no consideration. They don't wait for a second. I often turn around at times and see an Agathian. It's all black and red. But a moment of hesitation. Ah, yeah. That was bad. At least they weren't on the ground to instantly die from it. There'll be a chance for recovery. Ow. Oh, wow. Get away from me. What are you doing? What are you aiming at?
It is hard no.
Is this how those long kill streaks are done? Constantly retreating to
No more.
supply box? Is this cart new as well? The ones on Wardenglade are for sure new. They were not there before. But is this gifted barrel new?
Not good.
Is today just Agatha supremacy? I'm all for it. Ow, come on, man. The joke is old. I think it's Agatha supremacy day. I was expecting this dude to dodge. At least we died together. That was a pretty good run of the executioners. I think there are a couple people left up for Fallmeyer. Makes sense. End of the rotation. Save the best for last and all that. Just in case anyone tries to deny that Fallmeyer isn't the best map in the game. You can just state that fact. Okay. One time is funny. 2 times is effing annoying, no? References. You did the same joke about 3 times already. I don't think it's funny anymore. Ow. Get away from me. Get away from me. Ah.
We have won! The Mason Navy is in retreat! Them all!
Ow, shoot. Why is Sunmaid tweeting? No one buys that product anymore. Halloween's over. God, I remember Sunmaid said something on Twitter that got a bunch of the Young Boy fans to flock and put post notifications on. What's this part of the song? I've never heard that instrument in this game. Whatever that instrument is. It was like Sun-Made accidentally, in giant quotes, ratioing someone. Like,
Is this what a ratio is?
and then a bunch of people followed them. I wish I remember what tweet it was. I should have bookmarked it. Look at me talking about consuming social media. Disgusting. They have us all trapped.
For the cross and lying! Dridkern stood and bled for us!
Dridkern?
He rests here in peace. The heathen horde is at our holy gates.
Oh my god, no.
Protect Phaedron's tomb and the holy city of Gallic.
I'm not gonna get over seeing that.
Protect
It's gonna
the
make me
city
laugh
of
every time.
Gallencourt and safeguard Phaedron's tomb.
Oh my god.
Agathians, defend the outer
Ouch.
fortifications.
Ouch. Hey, the door wasn't shut this time. No, calm down. Both of you. Ooh, he actually was ready to block. What? He still countered that at the right time? Calm down, calm down, calm down. I said calm down. Escape.
Not blood.
Launch me, no! You're gonna save my life. After I tried to harm his. Absolutely no one here. Didn't even know the catapult can go that far.
No, bugger that.
I'm gonna throw these barrels at them. Of course, like 6 of them immediately. Like 4 of them immediately. Come over here. Oh, she's doing this.
Our fortifications are being overrun!
I'm amazed they were able to sacrifice 4 people to come after me, and...
We're screwed!
I mean, that was avoidable.
Defend the fortifications!
Okay. What's with the cowardice? Let's go. Dude, where is everyone?
The outer
Very
fortifications
interesting.
have been occupied! Fall back to the docks! Defend the flagships!
Sounds like the
Do
announcer's
not
gonna have a
allow
joke
the
over that.
masons to disable them!
Did you know there's a lower level down here? Check it out. Why? I have no idea. Maybe machinimas. What's a machinima? Holy hell, these things go way higher than I'm expecting. Not like I'd have any chance to hit anyone with them. A vise, that's a cool name. Please hit him in the back. That dude is bashing a teammate in. I don't think he realizes.
No.
So if you spam select in this game, which is the button to switch between third and first person, it switches on a delay. Huh. Can you knock that down? You can, because it has a health bar. I guess just for the dopamine receptors. Think anyone would see me up here? You'd be surprised, and in the case of looking up, that is one of the best places to hide, just above people's field of vision. Nice stab. Ow. Oh, nice heavy. Oh, goodness me. I should have stayed put. I think those are 3 Agathians jumping someone when someone could be defusing the bomb. It happens, it's okay. Non-ranked. So we can allow these criminal mistakes. I tried to jump there, not dodge. I never even knew about that route. Wow. That was incredible patience. I thought she hit me with the force of 1,000 gods. Okay. I was gonna congratulate her. Don't you feel stupid? Don't you feel a little ashamed? That guy's gone stir crazy. Okay. I mean, keep it up.
The defense of the ship is paramount!
Try not to scream. I've heard enough of that from
Keep that mouth shut so I can bloody think for a moment. Shut that mouth before I make it my pissing place. Shut your gum. It smells worse than a cadaver's ass. Your arse must get jealous of the amount. Bugger all! Your arse must get jealous of the amount of shite that comes out of your mouth. Shut that mouth before. Keep talking. You're a talker. I'll have your tongue for that. I'll have your tongue for that. Keep that cunny burrow quiet, for God's sake. Keep that cranny quiet. Piss bugger. Cuss it loving bloody half. The ship's aloft. Our fleet has been crippled. Poor shit stick. Guardian, stop them at the main gate. They must not enter the city.
Damn, he really waited for me to do both counter stabs before he shot me again. That was something. I'm gonna have to throw an oil pot at someone in a second. Oh my god. I save half of these for AFKs that stop all momentum at spawn. It ain't much, but it's honest work. That didn't burn any enemies. There we go. I even got a hit marker on the explosion. So how the hell did that not burn someone for a second?
You filthy bastard! Balls! Defend the main gate! Jack sauce!
I'm sure the team will stack here when we need them. Ow. Ew, why does Thunk look so covered in ash? Like he's been resting next to a volcano. Oh, come on. Oh, how did no one else strike at him? I assume if they go deep into our territory that someone will hit them in the back so I can gamble. Hell no! Dudes will still get the opportunity to combo you. It sickens me. Those barricades will not be doing anything. I could be wrong, but physics says otherwise. Unreal Engine says otherwise.
The gate is lost! Defend the
I'm telling you,
outer ward!
I need to hold my tongue on this thing. On this game. Everything I know is a lie. And yes, I do feel quite stupid. I do feel a bit ashamed. I don't think there could be anything better out, really. Like, if Mordhau was on consoles, when Chivalry 2 came out, I would have switched to Chivalry 2, because this is just a much simpler game to play. I like it for how easy it is to access. It's a Chivalry 1 knight. He spawned in with them all. I was tempted to throw it at him. What am I doing up here? Using this method is also messing up my brain and not putting me where I need to be. Don't hit me. Oh my god, move. Please, sir. Sorry. Nice. I should use these throwing axes, right? You spawn with 2 of them for a reason. It's exactly like the mallets on the Devastator. Ow!
Not happening.
God.
That's enough. Death can kiss my
I'm really
ass.
becoming one of those people when it comes to the existence of archers. They're getting to me. They're proper getting to me.
Bugger all.
I'm sure someone will stop them. Ouch. What the hell? Please. That's an overhead. He missed.
No way.
Love seeing my enemies make mistakes. Oh! I'm still alive! Probably not for much longer.
The outer ward is overrun! Retreat to the city gardens! The masons are bent on defiling our relics! Kill those dirty heretics!
What a bad place to be.
Watch my back!
Probably wondering how I got here. I don't know if I asked you this, but do you know why they skipped consoles for Mordhau? Excuse me. Oh, come on, please. Please, man. What did I do? What's my crime? Using the legal weapon? I can legally carry this thing. I ain't done nothing wrong. I tackled the statue. I expected no less.
Cousin loving jack sauce. Piss bugger.
Is it really that much of a detriment putting things on console? What even is console certification? Because that's the #1 thing I hear in regards to the fact that... Wow! This is a sick joke!
Stop the Decent scum!
Who throws their crossbow knowing it stops attacks? Thrown weapons don't stop attacks, but thrown crossbows do? Like, what? I completely lost my train of thought. Yeah, what even is console certification? Because every time I hear about updates and why they take long, it's because of console certification. Is that the only thing? What is it? Do you know? Is it just quality assurance? Oh my god. No. Don't ruin my work. And I'm getting shot at. Oh god, dude. Oh god. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. He doesn't even know where I went. It's like a Far Cry enemy. Where as soon as you go out of their field of vision, they have no idea where you disappeared to. Oh my god. That thing almost killed me. Try it. Handle my business, sir. As you get shot at now. It's better him than me. Look at them both. No, it's my turn now. Stop! Stop! Get away from me. Have the statue. Ah! Has to pay.
Calamity! The holy relics are lost, and the city is
It
ablaze!
must vary, because not every update takes
Agapians,
Fortnite at
defend the
times.
church! They must
Some
not
games
gain
that are on all
entry.
platforms, they get updates pretty fast. I should save this oil pump. Are they going for the back door? Ow, come on, man. Goodness gracious. Oh, God. I'd rather be lit ablaze by multiple oil pots and shot at again. Oh, God. Ow. What happened to my counter slash? Something was interrupting me. I'm not sure what. Alright, they're in. Oops, I will.
Agapians! Make the final stand and protect Lord Phaedron's tomb!
Good, and he's also great. I'd rather be in Galen Court than at the pearly gate.
Already?
Phaedron is so
Can you decapitate these dudes?
He's in me through the day.
Pay attention! Don't care. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done. Should have been in first person.
He fills me with humongous love in such a special way. And when he comes on to me and covers me with glee, I'm satisfied in Agatha, the great one can and be. Oh.
I don't think this guy knows he can heal. That guy is gonna single-handedly break this damn thing. Oh, I didn't even realize I got shot in the face. Wait, I got hit by that guy, but I didn't hit him? How? Oh, this is over. Oh, this is over. This is over. There is just no one anywhere. Look at that. What the heck happened?
Phaedron's tomb has been defiled.
I need to look into this process. Because I imagine the profits would be better than just slightly delayed updates. Especially because I hear that Mordhau's development has been weird over the years. I don't know if it's just these games have a negative community where we focus on the bad things more than the good things, but I hear nothing but complaints about this dude Crush and how he apparently single-handedly has destroyed whatever Mordhau stood for. Was Crush on the dev team since day one? Like, what's that guy's problem? Because I've seen clips of him, like, banning people in servers for beating him and stuff, and as a developer, I mean, that's shocking. How could you be allowed on the team for behavior like that? Okay, the brightness problem I'm having is very noticeable here. This is one of the brightest maps in the game, and I can see how dim it is. So I'm not crazy. For some reason, everything is darker on my TV. I gotta fix that.
Eliminate the enemy team!
What the hell? I don't know if that person had a single idea, knew what they were doing, or if they were just pressing buttons, but that is why I don't kick people like that. Scary as heck. I'll leave their door closed, I think.
End the shameful archers!
Die fighting!
Wow. Like, what is he doing? Wait, he bans them from the game? I thought it was just a server, and then, you know, they would temporarily not be allowed to join. He's permabanning dudes from playing the game? What the hell is going on? Did that greatsword hit me before it actually hit me? Let's see that. I don't know what that attack was. Nah, if he's permanently banning people from playing his game, that's gotta be breaking some rules or something. I mean, that's not even a joking matter. Hello. So sorry. Almost swing at that guy. That's a new thing I noticed, where... So it shows that he got disarmed again, but I promise you he did not. I don't know what that is.
This is straight!
Hello. What's going on? Really? I'm not sure what's going on right now. Good patience. Dude, it's so dark in here. Can you see a lighting difference? because, dude, something happened with my TV when I woke up.
That's
When
enough.
I woke up and turned my TV on, all my games are a lot darker. Like, in here, it is really dark. And I'm pretty sure what's going on is, for some reason, HDR turned on. When I explicitly told my Xbox to not turn on HDR. Because of this exact reason. It messes with the lighting and makes everything really dark. I guess it's supposed to make colors pop out more, which it does. I mean, the blue looks nice, but I don't care. Oh my god, look what you can do with overheads with this disgusting weapon. Ouch. Okay. Oh. I think he just bans them from the servers because dudes like Stouty make videos about it, and then he has more videos of the game. So I think it's just from the servers. Even still, though, that's absolutely pathetic. And I don't know why he would be allowed on the dev team unless he's like the CEO of the company or something. In happier news, not happy news by the way, Chris Pratt will not be speaking in Mario's Italian accent. But the director said that his voice that he's chosen for Mario, shoot me again, is phenomenal, as described. I cannot wait to hear that impression. I probably will not buy the movie, but I'm pretty sure there'll be a YouTube clip or something of just Mario and how he sounds. It's gonna be great. It's me. Mario. I'm just kidding. That's not the voice. That's been in the game since day one, I think. All the animations when you get dismembered from third person, and only on your camera, they look effed up. And that's been like that for as long as I can remember. Get away from me. That guy's still alive. Nice. Ow. Nice. Ow. A teammate's gonna down me here in a second. Or I'll get shot to death. It's only your perspective in third person. You look normal in everyone else's screen. Twerk Nation. Thankfully. But, yeah, that's been like that since this game's launched. I don't even know if it's an issue they're aware of, because I don't think I've ever seen it in known issues. My nose! Oh, shoot! Don't be a cockblocker. Why do dudes gamble like this when I slash the messer? Oh, you have no weapon. I was wondering. Look, this is what I need. Oh, nice. Oh, the positioning. Aw, he did a heavy. I was using a riposte overhead. Why the heck would it randomly turn on HDR? Ugh. I like seeing that mall supremacy. Oh, he blocks the jab. He's just better.
They have only 30 troops left. Only 20 Mason troops remain. They never stood a chance.
This is a Mason.
They are down to 10 troops left.
Mason.
Only 5 Masons remain. We are victorious.
I got a stomp in there. If you want these bugs fixed, Q2 2022. I don't know if they want to lump in their next patch with the Christmas event, but there's a lot of things that still need to be resolved. The third hotfix did fix majority of the combat issues, but there's still a lot of them that persist. Some of them that have been there since day one. Sometimes people still don't animate. A lot of invisible weapons. I'm noticing a lot of invisible weapons lately. It's an epidemic.
The Siege of Rodhelm.
Reverting to a default at random. I spend all this time carefully customizing my characters for each episode. Just to add a little bit, just the tiniest bit of variety.
Immortals!
So each episode looks slightly different, and then BOOM! Default. It seriously saddens me.
Go forth and quash this pathetic rebellion.
Is Thanksgiving tomorrow? I had no idea. There's your answer, by the way. I'm so sorry, sir. Look, I said I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry. Nice kick. Nice hit. I got my man. That's all that matters. Did she throw the sledgehammer at me? The bravery. Oh my god! That was deserved.
I could have done it without you. Never! I refuse.
They could use that as a placeholder name for the next update. Like Project Quarter 22. Oh god. Sounds like something else almost. Oh, that con artist stopped me from hitting his back. He freaking saved him. Dude, where is everyone? I need help.
Fine fight to be had here.
I can't take all those people on by myself, even with this glorious setup. I'm not a main character. Thankfully, that person has the reaction time of an elderly lady. Alright, they're just dropping themselves for me. Nice stab. Oh, did I get knocked down? Nice cleanup.
Eating me is a reward
Ouch, ouch, and ouch. Thanksgiving really is tomorrow, huh? The forgotten holiday. I think I mentioned this before. No, I only told it to my mom. I saw a funny artwork. You know the Jaws cover? With the shark rising from the water to attack a lady? Or maybe snuggle her? Give her a bump with its snout? You know, it could be something wholesome. Instead, it's the turkey. And a Christmas tree is rising from the murky depths. I love that. Hello. Am I invisible? Yeah, he's falling for that every single time. Ow. I hate this. Where's my messer? What is this guy doing? What is going on? Do I even engage or do I run?
Fall back!
Don't throw that at me. Don't shoot me. Oh, come on. These lobbies have had some weird characters. If I had a computer, I could make a whole highlight reel. Oh, that was lucky. Wow. Enough of that.
Scouts, the Agathian towers are at the wall! Soldiers, defend the fort wall!
So sorry, Christopher. Dude, you telling me AFK Agathians are gonna bother me now? There's 8 of them already? No. Get away from me. Klurg. What a great name. Alright, at least we got our turf back. Excuse me. Even if I did get a computer with a capture card, I don't know if I would start recording videos with it. Because I'm so used to doing these through a broadcast now. I've been doing it for years. Were you ignoring the calls? Are you trying to lose business? You can hit the nuts? What the heck? What are they talking about? I'm sorry. Hit whose nuts? I shouldn't read the pop-ups I get on my phone. You defeated? Apparently the golden joysticks are going on. So, yesterday Dark Souls was given ultimate game of all time. And I don't know, today or something, PC was given the ultimate hardware of all time. Some very funny names, some very gamer names. Ultimate of all time, whatever. It's so funny. And these don't sound like just nominations. These sound like straight up awards given.
Yes!
Ah. Simple mistake. After the whole Last of Us Part 2 fiasco, I don't think I'm ever gonna have any interest in Game Awards again. Of course, I'm not one of those people that, like, says how good a game is because of how many awards it gets, but, man, they used to be at least entertaining. But after that year, nice feint. Run. Thunk is too good for me. Hello. Wow. I hate this. I hate this. I don't even know where this is. Yep, I knew it. Hello.
I can't.
Okay. Bandage earlier? Oh my. Don't know where he came from. Thank you. Don't kill me. That stupid app popping up all the dang time.
Could have went better.
I don't think so. I think that went as well as possible. They're gonna have to really work if they want this. Not looking good. I did see a funny comment on Twitter that the Ultimate Game of the Year has Bed of Chaos as a boss, as it was Dark Souls 1 that won Ultimate Game of the Year. I mean, Ultimate Game of all time. I think that was the best thing that could have happened to me, getting knocked down there. Flynn, stop. Leave me alone. You bully. Oh, hold on, I have an itch. 1 second. Oh, I tried to excel that. Hi. I like that name. No. Don't ever do that again. Yeah, presented by Skillshare. And Dollar Shave Club. And Manscaped. And Honey. And, dare I say it, Shadow. Oh! Nice. Get away from me. Give this body to me. Nice. I think it's over. Sadly. Don't hit me. I missed. You missed. Should have dodged. I may or may not have tried to dunk a teammate there. Excuse me.
I have saved you, like me. Death grasped by the hand of God. The being, we have saved Morrig's ass! Follow your hero! Blood is my fate, and the land!
I saw Dollar Shave Club in the Rite Aid. I could hear every YouTuber ever presenting it to me as my eyes locked with the product. All I was missing was the promo codes. I don't remember exactly who was getting sponsored lately. Oh god! I'm dropping everything off this bed.
The slaughter of Coxwell.
Oh yeah! Because of whatever login errors have that occurred, no TDM maps again in these rotations, which is a net positive in my eyes. Keep those TDMs in a separate rotation. Ain't no one trying to play TDM. Give me straight up objective maps. Anyone complaining about this should be sent to the gulag.
For the village! Apples for sale!
You know,
It is your
I wonder
duty
how
to
long a
defend
Raid
the
Shadow
village.
Legends tier list would be. Is there a Raid Shadow Legends iceberg?
Look on the chin up, Morik, chin up. Most of us have lived full lives. Why,
You want it?
myself would
You
have
want
done
it?
22
Really think about
in a
this.
fort.
He played better, plain and simple. Yes, there was a login error that occurred earlier today. I was playing Far Cry 3 when I saw it on Reddit and Twitter, and people were talking about, hey, the TDMs are out of the rotation again, and yeah, I've played one almost... Yeah, this is actually the first rotation now that I'm back at Coxwell, and no TDMs except for a Warding Blade. So, business is booming.
Defend! The bastards are
Possibly the best bug in the game.
Protect the village. Don't eat the meat. Put it to the sword.
Wow. My turn.
Redouble your efforts!
Is that it?
Half of the village has been
This
destroyed!
is a weird-looking axe. Oh, because it's the left-handed axe. How much damage does this do if you actually successfully throw this? I need to land this and not miss. Like this guy. I missed. We cannot save her. Oh, wait. There you go.
It was nothing.
Yeah, I think I might actually stay on TO longer. Maybe for the whole duration. Since this is a thing again. Don't be scared. Having an archer on your side, it's an entirely different experience than having them against you. Interesting. Wow. Wow. Flynn, we need to find each other's addresses and square up. I'm tired of you. Jokes. I have to say jokes after something like that because I am on Twitch. Using their platform, I have to be careful. Nah, at least 30. That too. No, I will save you.
Hold the village is
I saved him. Turn around, you idiot.
To gain access to the city.
They expect Agatha to defend the state when we respawn 2 times as far from the compared to the Masons. I'm amazed this spawn has never been addressed. Look at that. You have to go through an obstacle course. You fool. Have another. Oh, that teammate messed me up. I was gonna back dodge it. Ah! Oh, please, man. Flynn, where's your empathy? God, it's so hopeless. It's so hopeless. Look at that, 14-1. I feel like I'm watching Ziggy Lada's video again where he used the crossbow the whole time on this map.
Stop the invaders at the gate!
Someone tried to kick me in the hiney, I saw that. Ow. 1 second.
Not good!
I thought that person's name was Diarrhea. Okama, if you would kindly move. Thank you.
Defend our supplies! Fall back! They must not fall them taking the enemy!
Actually, just a sick joke. I don't know who that is with the rose, but I guess I'll just leave them alone. Because they have a rose. It'll probably bring my family bad luck if I kill that person, or attack them. Let me not assume I can just butcher them with ease. It's Carl, from Deep Rock Galactic. I'm not even sure if she has eyes. I'm trying really hard to look to see if they're bloodshot, but I just see black pits. Nah, if you're talking about just raw performance and killing power, the crossbow is just unmatched, man. Two-shotting every class without discrimination. It's unbelievable. Wow. suppose I hit something in the environment?
Rise and shine.
This person's not even playing. I shouldn't be wasting my time reviving them. Ow. I'm gonna lose my mind. Flynn has killed me a countless amount of times in so many of these team objective matches. And I am entirely helpless to each of them. Holy heck. I think I hear her laughing. Now's my chance. Now's my chance for sweet revenge, except look, I can't catch them. I can't, because there's no bonus. That patience. Too patient. So I have to get out of here, because Flynn's going to shoot at me once he delivers that gold. That's exactly why I'm running. I know exactly what awaits me if I linger there.
Almost all of our loot has been taken. They must not
Not
get everything.
the sweet embrace of death, the harsh and aggravating allure of death. Ow. No trademark Vanguard dodge? No. Oh, that's it again, yeah. So sorry. Thought they were gonna walk through the door. I often forget there's a chandelier in here that you can drop. It's right there. It's huge. You let people out the train first. Thank you. Apparently there's audio of a father or something protecting their kid. It's one of the ambient sounds on this map, or maybe it's happening inside of a house. Not sure. But I remember some clip someone posted of it. Disturbing detail found on Coxwell. Yeah, this suit is very comfortable, counter-slashing and nothing else. Where was your hit stun? What's wrong with you? Flynn! Shoot me, try to. Oh, come on, man. I did 2 counters. I'm going to counter slash Flynn in their face.
Kill yourself. Save some unnecessary.
Oh, I was going to throw an oil pot at that person. And then they sprung back to life. No need to guess. If I get hit by a crossbow, I know exactly who it is.
Agathians!
The
Fall back and
longest
defend the market!
7 minutes in the game. This objective is not 7 minutes. It's actually 12 minutes. The timer does not move. That person's already ready to push forward. Enough vandalism. What's up? That felt nice. Okay. Calm yourself down. You messed up.
Sword my arm.
Look at this. Can't catch him. Look at this. Game's broke.
That's just dumb.
Yep. Dude doesn't even have a weapon. He's got bread. And not the bread that he needs to take. That is a really smart banner location. So smart that I'm going to just ruin his hard work immediately. Oh, man. I would, because thing is, on Mordhau, I wouldn't stand a chance. Like, even if I played Mordhau at the same time as everyone else, let's say hypothetically Mordhau did come out on consoles day one. Even though it would be like technically the second entry in this genre instead of Chivalry 2 being the third, I would still have no chance against these high-level people. And being that game is definitely harder, you know, no hold block and stuff, I probably wouldn't stand much of a chance against these high-level people, and I'd be put into those group of players that would probably hold their own against newer individuals, but against really good people who were experts at the game, I just wouldn't stand a chance. In this game, I'm able to handle my own against good players, but the really good players are the ones who spank me, and those people I still don't have enough access to, so I'm not exactly sure how to go at them yet. But because of this game's ease of access, I stand much more of a chance. Oh, if only this was Flynn. Why is everyone healing next to them? Yeah, people like that, I have no doubt it's gonna be bad. This dude is really good at countering slashes and absolutely nothing else.
That's enough.
Oh, I have another sneeze incoming. Oh, shoot. Hold on. Pay attention, by the way. Oh, you're in the way! What a donut.
Quit lying around. Bullets! Lord God!
I think they're gonna have to take this 4 in the back here. Ouch.
Reinforcements have not yet arrived.
Nope.
This is it.
So there's
The
still a
Empire's
bunch
overrun
of
the
gold
city.
that Masons don't have to take. I mean, what the heck? Have they fixed this map or not? I think I remember seeing something like that in Chivalry 1, where you pretty much had people in a line to face you in like a gauntlet style thing. As soon as you killed one, the next one came up to you. It looks like a lot of fun. I don't ever expect to reach the level of those people. I don't think I'll ever be the best in any game that I play. The best I can hope for is to just be fairly competent, enough to hold my own. But especially in a game like this, I mean, these people have years, thousands and thousands of hours of experience and access to one another. It's like Super Saiyans in training, constantly going up against the best. I'm happy with where I've reached in this game, though, skill-wise.
this.
It's better than I ever was in Chivalry 1. Which again was just a weird experience overall on the console market. But considering I've faced all platforms dozens of times in this game, I like where I've reached. I keep forgetting I have these axes. They are the exact same thing to the throwing mallets. Shoot me. Try to. I will counter slash it. Ow, Shiza. You know, that too, I couldn't even imagine that that's another big part of the learning process with them. They can actively communicate with each other. Of course, they're also, a lot of them are friends with one another, right? So they're on Discord and stuff. That was just absolutely atrocious positioning.
This bugger! Balls!
I've always played my multiplayer games mostly by myself. I've always had my group of friends of like 6 years now, but I, you know, play the most games out of all of them because I'm pathetic. So I've always ended up playing most of my games with random people, or by myself technically. Like in this case, technically I'm playing by myself, but there's, you know, a group of other people. But you get what I mean. Wow, what an interesting gamble. I even saw the kick coming and I still pressed block. God, that's move out of the way. Oh my god, dude. I would have dodged out of range, but that person's body was right there. Now I get to be a peasant. Is this Thunk? Alright, Thunk is probably our best bet. If Thunk is healing. Okay, I'm gonna stick by Thunk here. Wow, Falchion. I think that Vanguards are our last bastion of hope. We spawned on them.
I've lost the cow before. It was a real...
Avoided the fire. I don't think he realizes current red's behind him. Pick him up! Pick him up! Yes! Live! Live! Good luck, have fun! Look at that respawn. What is that, a 20-second respawn? Incredible. Okay, well, the second to last stage of Foxwell is still F'd, it seems. They don't need to take all of the gold, even though I thought they reverted what they reverted. You know, when the game launched, they needed all of it. Then for some reason, they just arbitrarily changed it to where they didn't. And then people were like, hey, yo, this map sucks enough already. Please let the Masons have to work. And then they reverted it, but right there was like 4 or 5 gold pieces in the back that were still there, and then they progressed. What is up with that village? Why is it such a cursed map? Oh boy. This map. So, I don't know if you were here when I mentioned it, Craig, but it seems that my TV has activated HDR, which makes colors pop out more, and it's supposed to make games look better, but I keep it off because it requires calibration and stuff that I can't bother to do. And the main thing that it does is it makes darkness very bad. It makes it really dark. So this map sucks. I can hardly... Here in those shadows right there, I can barely see anyone. Like right here, this is horrible. I don't know if it translates on the screen for you. I imagine not. Oh god. I'll take that sledgehammer. Someone's behind me.
Mother must... How is this fair? Some of these... Uncle!
not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna mention it. I'm not gonna mention it. Not gonna mention it. Not gonna mention it. Not gonna mention it. Not gonna say the word. Not gonna say the word. Can't. I took an oath.
And here I thought his armor doesn't fit me right, but Ma says I'll grow into it. For research. Do it everybody.
I think I'll stay with the sledgehammer.
What is even happening?
Whoa! Don't mention it, don't mention it, don't think it. Yeah, right here it's okay, but when it gets to places like under the bridge and stuff, the second cart push, under those shaded areas, it's really bad. But I won't lie, the way the blues pop out is quite pleasant. It's not worth the negatives, though. God, I was playing Far Cry 3 earlier, and I'm over here getting collectibles and stuff, which requires me to go into caves and other dark places. I could not see a thing. I had to turn the gamma on the game all the way up because I couldn't see anything. Were they actually repelled again? I was gonna go back to the resupply box, but okay, they're gonna get that.
It is hard no.
I want to keep this life up.
Help now. Now, help. Oops. We're still friends, right?
Was that a dead body on the... Hold on, I have to get a cross-section examination.
No, no, no more.
Cross-section analysis.
Break the convoy. It must be halted.
That looks like one of those decoy bodies that replaces the corpses littering the field, and it's just embedded in this rock. Yeah, this is not right. What the heck? I notice that happens on Lion's Spire a lot. On the Mason's left, where that gallows is, a bunch of bodies litter that area before anyone actually reaches it. Right here, I cannot see this dude. I actually have to run. He's super dark. I'm pretty much working off of his shiny armor and the slight shimmer.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh god, man. This looks too realistic. This is like Outlast darkness. Nice heavy.
That's enough.
Wait, that guy's not dead? Right here, I can't see anything. I seriously have to fight in the light. I have to uphold the Agathian values. I love seeing this dude show them wall supremacy. Aw, boo. I am absolutely just pressing left trigger, right trigger right there. I'm sure it's some bug in the system that just randomly detects, I don't know, a corpse. Who knows? Maybe a dead body ragdolls on someone's screen to that exact location, and the game detects that as a threat that has to be replaced for the sake of performance. Nice drag. That was incredible. Evolve like this? You mean with extreme darkness where I can't see anything? The ultimate immersion? That game already has some great lighting for the monsters to hide in. I should participate in that Evolve Discord and see what's going on the Xbox scene. Not sure who's running towards me. Aww. Okay. Enough of that. I was wondering when the dog was coming in. Thankfully, I'm using the messer. The funniest weapon in the game.
God's sakes!
Ow. That guy's really good with that two-handed hammer. I'm gonna stay away from him. Good players intimidate.
Mason caravan has reached the gate. Fall back to the gatehouse.
Oh!
Defend our gatehouse.
Not happening.
Oh god.
Not happening.
I haven't gotten on Back 4 Blood since I beat it on Veteran. Because everyone's talking about Nightmare and its issues. And dude, if my friends don't play that game again, I would have to form a group to beat Nightmare. It's not possible with randoms. Plain and simple. There's too much communication that's needed. And prep work.
We're screwed!
I would like to properly tackle it one day, but I don't know, it's just been on hold for a while now. Very interesting gambles. Was he running low on stamina or something?
We must hold the gatehouse.
It's good, but I don't know, man. The Messer, it's just... It's got the damage. It's got the manipulation. It's like everything the longsword wants to be. The best thing the longsword has, in my opinion, is those stabs. 55 damage stabs are really nasty. Because those things go around blocks with ease.
Whoa, the gatehouse is lost.
Messer only gets that on heavies. Calm yourself down, sir. Calm yourself down. This is why we press red trigger. Is Flynn on my team, or is he just not here? Okay, he is on my team. That's why I haven't been shot to death by him. Oh, shoot. I'll just run. Is that a rapier? Please stop hitting me in the back. Oh my god.
Right.
Bum, bum, bum.
Sword my ass!
What are you looking at? Is that Flynn? Of course it is. I just needed to get rid of that sword. Everything else. Oh, I didn't see him. Because he was in the shaded area. Yeah, I won't deny it. I mean, the HDR makes this map look very nice. All the colors are popping out a lot. The armor looks very shiny and clear. Of course, without it, things already look gorgeous anyway. This is a good-looking game. But that brightness, the way it affects it, it's too much. got to go. Who hit me? I'll save you from the rapier.
Ow.
20-second respawn. Tell me that's fake. That's goddamn right it's fake.
Behold! Caravan
Game.
has reached our barricade.
Oh my god. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Brothers,
I owe you one.
we must defend
Not
the barricade.
bad for a knob. Thanks for the hand. Thank you. Next one is on me.
This dude has a rare thank you voice line where he's like, I should take you out for a night of whoring.
My hero. I owe you one. I'm grateful.
It's like the... It's as rare as the shame on you line.
Thanks. What do you expect? A kiss? I owe you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I've heard it once.
I owe you one. Pat your own sodden self on the back. Thanks for the hand. I owe you one. I owe you one. Thanks. What are you waiting for? A parade in your honor. Thanks for the hand.
Nice jab. Ow, Flynn. Oh, it's not Flynn.
You shouldn't have. I'm actually impressed. Thank you. Thanks. We're screwed.
Hold on. Sorry. Itch. Hopefully not cancer. That means I have to take out the eye. Get away from me. Oh. He did a low kick there. Nice stab to stab.
That hurt.
Yeah, since now a bunch of stuff has been delayed. Deep into 2022. And they said that's if there's no more hiccups that are on the way. Oh, life is funny. That's a special. That's another special.
Takes more than that to keep me down.
Fucking gives me his bandage. Always makes me smile. It's such a personal thing.
I'm actually impressed. I owe you one.
Say the line.
Actually impressed. What do you expect? A kiss?
I think this person has swung like 4 times in a row and hit no one.
Take out their archers!
I can't see him anymore. Dude. I am battling a ghost almost. Oh god. I doubt you can see how bad it is on the broadcast, but Jesus Christ, that was really bad.
Thanks for the hand. I'm actually impressed. I'm actually impressed.
Brothers,
what do you
we
wait?
must defend the gate.
Parade
That's
in
a
your
Mason,
honor.
right?
Next one is on me.
I wonder what he's trying to do. Commandeer or catapult or something? Because there's no petards he can take. You can't batter the gate down. I've never seen a Mason run ahead like this. I can only assume he's trying to do something with the catapult, but... He was the Mason who could.
Thanks for the hand.
Yeah, to my knowledge, that's the only really special voice line that Chastise.
I'm grateful.
But this dude, he has
Appreciate
something
it.
funny. And I swear it's a
I owe
thank
you
you
one.
line.
I'm actually impressed.
It's like, I should invite you for a round of whoring. But instead, let's kill these masons or something. Whoa! What is going on? Oh, Mommy Mondays, Marston. Get away from it. It's gotta be either a thank you or a you're welcome. Maybe it's a you're welcome. Let me try your welcomes.
Never mind.
Oh man, the game looks really good right here. Wow. I'm sorry, I'm kind of mesmerized right now.
Never mind.
This
Forget
HDR.
about it. Figure it out. Forget it. It's nothing.
Ow.
Figure it out.
If you feint every attack.
Our gate is being destroyed!
Yeah, I knew that was gonna take him out of stamina.
Die fighting.
Got you, sir. Shame they're gonna be in here so quick, though, from the petards.
It's nothing. Figure it out. Forget about it. I plan to. Don't thank
Yeah, I've only
me.
heard it
Hit
once.
Somebody. Never mind. The more you I say, the more I have to say. It's bloody ironic. Never mind. Figure it out. Never mind. Don't thank me. Hit somebody. Figure it out. It's nothing.
Say it!
Forget about it. I plan to. Never mind. Forget it. We're screwed! Forget it.
Protect the gate from the Mason army!
It's
Zounds!
nothing.
The Masons have
Take
breached
care
the
of
main
your own
gate!
arse. If you really want to thank me, never mind.
Agavians!
Figure
Our
it out.
duty is to
Forget
defend
about
the
it.
Duke with our
There
very
was nothing.
lives!
Forget about it. Figure it out. Don't thank me. Hit somebody.
We must not get within striking
For
distance of the Duke.
Argon, the true king!
I lived a life in service of you.
Regard again.
Between the Duke and the enemy!
Fight to protect your nobles. Surely this cannot be your will.
This throne room looks really good, too.
Prick
Wow.
doesn't make yours any bigger.
It's just the colors that are popping out more, but it looks really nice. It's kind of like a filter that they put on films.
Go on, you.
You know how some films have a filter that makes a certain light, a certain color pop out more? And it kind of helps identify its style? Makes all the colors pop out in this game. The blue's really popping. The orange from the braziers, it looks really nice.
Lick my boots. What are you waiting for?
Defend the Duke with your lives!
Is that guy still behind me? Oh shoot. Just drop. Ooh, sorry. Please. Sorry, I was distracted for a second. I have one earbud not in right now. Okay, no more distractions. Can't even move with these dudes in my face. Gotta get out of there. Oh my god. Mister. in the way. Oh boy. What's hitting me? Oh, I'm probably dead here. Ah, damn. Yeah, I'm not sure what to deal with that. I don't know if that's intentional or if they have something backwards, like maybe one of her lines that's listed as a compliment. The cat's not still in here, right? I'm sorry, I gotta check my closet. Okay, good. Close this thing. But that's something that caught my eye when I was recording the voice lines for that lady. How they were entirely backwards. Or maybe it's supposed to be that she's that twisted that a chastise from her sounds like a thinly veiled compliment. I'm not sure.
From Fallmire.
I could be grossly overthinking it. And it's time for the dog to stare at me again. Oh boy. I will give you one fry. Have a French fry. You know what? Have another one. That is all you're getting from me. Just got a Burger King chicken sandwich. Supply dropped over here. The spicy one. Oh boy, am I gonna be able to play while eating this thing? Of course. That's what napkins are for, right? That guy's helmet is very shiny.
Free our brothers. Free the prisoners
Yeah,
from the
who's behind me?
carts.
What are you gonna do? You buffoon.
Every card here, oh, now look, I've got blood on my trousers.
I think they yeah, they respawn on the right first. There's always someone who takes notice. I can't ever do anything in peace, in serenity. Get away from me. Nice jab. I don't give a crap. Owned. 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 Oh my god!
We must not allow half of those prison carts have been emptied.
Whoa, 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 no I have not. I look away from my screen for a second and it gives me that message. No, 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 I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I refuse. I don't want to. 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 Game.
Retreat to the village.
I was playing hardcore objective for Agatha. No.
Defend the gates for the order.
Give it to me. No, 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 no. This is wrong. This is criminal. This is criminal, man. You know what? This is the perfect time for me to take a few bites of this sandwich. While the game's on this. I can't say those words. I'll get in big trouble. One second. There you go. I defy the game. Do not ever auto-balance me on my map. Auto-balance me on Coxwell. I will not complain. You won't hear a peep out of me. Sprint attack? Wow, you suck. Oh no. Don't shoot me! Oh, I tried to get in between it. Do not auto-balance me again, or I will freak out. I'm sorry. You're gonna hear me crunching a lot. On this incredible sandwich. Flynn, get out of my way. No, you failed.
I've got the gate is down.
Oh my
Move into
god,
the
this
village.
is incredibly annoying.
Release the prisoners from
Thank
their
you.
cages.
Don't shoot me to death now.
Oh, yeah.
My
Not happening. That's all. Go sard yourself. Shut that mouth before I make it my piss. Keep that crap. Your arse. Keep that. Shut your gob. It smells
Excuse me.
worse than a cadaver. Shut your. For shite's sake, shut your.
The disrespect these creatures of the night have been showing lately. Who? Oh. Man, people talk about this team switching nonsense. Let's talk about the auto balance epidemic. My god. Why is my door wide open? I'm sorry. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. Okay. I wasn't trying to kill that guy, I'm gonna be honest. I was halfway looking at my food. Into the specs team.
Captain's left. Straight.
Excuse me. What was that guy's name? Hey, yo, yo. Hello. I love how playing the objective completely drains me of stamina. Mental stamina, absolutely. Flynn, get away from me. Oh my god. Oh my god. How do you sleep at night? I come back to the game when they fix it, and what do? Introduce auto-balancing the console. Blah! Shoot me. I know you see me. Really? Left mouse bumper spam. I like that name.
What do you want? What's your problem?
Oh, that guy was completely clueless to my presence. Good. No one has touched these gibbets. Whoa! How the hell did that dude counter slash me? That dodge was buffered to hell and back. Nice overhead. Oh wow. So in a chicken sandwich tier list, I wouldn't give Burger King too many props. Like the regular chicken sandwich is a B, maybe even a high C.
Move forward.
But the spicy chicken sandwich is an easy S. This is really good.
We must cross into the keep.
I can't just sweat objective every time. I have to turn off my brain and just play for kills, man. So much hard work playing objective and it gets me nowhere. God, I don't know if you were there, but last night had such a sad match on this map. I got like 32 deaths just for a level 12 to be champion. Dude died in like 2 minutes. Are we still not here? I did a whole circle around the bridge and we still aren't there? What the heck? The Chiking sandwich. No lie. Burger King's chicken sandwich.
Not happening.
I see Flynn. Reload. Yes. Burn. Burn. Die. Burn to death. Perish. Get away from me. My nose is itchy. Oh, shoot.
That hurt!
Okay.
Oh, gross, I'm plumb.
Nice. I'm gonna get shot to death here. I'm just gonna accept it now so it won't upset me later. Nah! What's up? Wow. Wow. How unsurprising. We should have that. They shouldn't be able to take that. Yeah, man, it's real good. The original, I mean, I don't think any of the chicken sandwiches I've tried are bad. I've tried the Popeyes one, the KFC one, and the Burger King one. All three of them are good, but the Burger King one is just my least favorite of the three. The regular one, though. The spicy is amazing. I don't think I've tried KFC spicy, but Burger King spicy is definitely better than Popeyes spicy. I really over-committed to that with a messer of all things.
Follow me! Forget about it. It's nothing. I should have let them bugger you. Don't thank me. Don't thank me. Forget it. Forget it. Don't
give me the line.
Me. Hit somebody.
Flynn, get away from me. Flynn, get the hell away from me. Okay, this isn't Flynn, this is someone else. Excuse me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. You were too late.
The gate has fallen! Enter the keep! We must free our champion! Use the cranks to open his cage!
Look at this one. Oh my god, that bush has collision. Dude, everywhere I look, I'm seeing a gun pointed at my face. This is crazy.
Lord must be liberated for Agatha!
Making me crazy sad.
Close that hole in your face before I fill it with something.
I'm sure they can kill that guy. There you go. I can't wait to get shot to death by Flynn every time I come over here. Where is he? Who turned it off? Someone turned it off as soon as I turned it on. Who? That doesn't matter. I was by myself. It wouldn't have lasted too long anyway. They can activate that one. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Dude, really had a moral dilemma there for a second. Do I gank the archer or do I play the freaking objective? That was some strong character development I saw. Do I pad stats or do I actually play the game? In one swoop? In one swoop. Beautiful.
We have freed Thor!
Nice heavy. Look at Flynn looking right at me!
Get
Get away from me!
Thorn to safety!
Look at that demon! Made flesh! Is it clear? Alright. My god. I'm putting this on my back until I get a better one. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. There's the first. Yep. Look at them. Look at them all. I'm trying to like turn my back as I run forward. Don't look at me. I know. Free. Nipples free. Wait, get down there. Get busy. Oh man, this poor chicken sandwich is gonna go cold. Get out my way. Good push. Nice. Fine, I'll take a falchion. Yeah, they're already in position waiting for me. Spike traps right there. Why is my door wide open again? I think I see Flynn waiting for me. Is that? Yeah, that is Flynn. That is Flynn. Incredible. How shocking. Immediately threw a Danax at me.
As long as the Lord survived, and somehow we win.
Look at him. Right there. It's a beautiful sight. Okay, how are we going to do this? Because they'll win the diminishing returns fight here. Now they just respawn. I gotta back up. They just respawn. That looks good. I'm going for it. GG.
Agatha! Stop those! Agatha! For the glory of all! Have made it to safety!
Perfect. Okay. I just saw the dude stabbing himself over the ledge. That was funny. Yeah, man. I mean, that's crazy how you can just do that to people endlessly. Like, God, that power fantasy must be, that power trip must be crazy.